Who's texting
Da,
me?
da, 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 da,
Should have saved that
Oh.
burp I had earlier for when we went live, so we could get the best intro sound ever.
What? No.
Well, I mean, you get my phone vibrating telling us that we're live. That was what I don't know if you heard that, but that was what my phone was telling me.
All right. So, welcome to 284. As you can tell from the title, we are wrapping up Fairy Tale.
It's tragic. And I did not mean to make that sound sarcastic. I'm just eating.
I know, we're all very sad, but don't really know how to deal with it.
Well,
No,
I'm doing what I always
least
do.
me.
Eat. This is also my dinner.
I don't really. For so long, Fairy Tale has been like all-consuming, like podcast.
Well, right, and like, I mean, I know I want answers. I like things to be over so I know what's going on and like have all the answers I want, but I really like don't want Fairy Tale to end because I don't. This has like been a huge part of my life for like 3 years now, and it's been a bigger part of your lives for longer. Is why I say bigger. Big part of your lives for longer. So like, I just.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I didn't have Walker or Joel look up news today because we've got a lot to talk about in the terms of Fairy Tale podcast news. So we've been Fairy Tale podcast for 4-5 years.
Probably
almost.
5. I was still in high school when we
5
started.
years, I think, is when it started.
Whenever I went up to Colossal Con, the one time I went up there.
Oh, I don't remember when that is.
I didn't know you went. That's cool.
Yeah, I went one time.
One time.
So, Fairy Tale is the manga is ending. We've not heard anything about the anime apart from the OVA. Fairy Tale Dragon Cry.
That's considered an OVA.
I call them OVAs. I'm probably really, really wrong.
I mean, it's not just like straight up a movie.
I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, I call everything anime, if it's a movie, is an OVA to me. It's just something that I've said, and I'm probably severely wrong about it. But
I thought the OVAs were those like random 6 episodes that didn't have anything to do with anything, but were adorable.
Maybe, I don't know. So we have Dragon Cry coming out. That's all that we have heard about the anime as of right now. We don't know if it's coming back. Funimation is still putting out collections. But that is it as far as the anime goes. The manga is ending in what? We got 7 chapters left.
I don't fucking know.
I think we have 7.
Okay. So, obviously we started branching out into other things. Natsu just posted a video about Riff and Verve. And he has been streaming. So, from
2 episodes of Ruby last week. It's really interesting. Very strange feeling.
With me, like, my problem with Ruby was the animation. I like.
Oh no, I just mean No, I'm not talking about Ruby. Like, Ruby's fine. I struggle with the animation. I really enjoy when Yang pulls her hair over her shoulder and it's just like one blob of hair, and you're like, that's okay.
Yeah.
But like, animation aside, it's cute. But I was talking about the whole riff thing is just like a very weird experience.
Yeah.
Like, with you guys,
Natsu really wants me to try it, and I'm just here going,
I need to try it at some point, but that would also mean going on camera.
yeah.
But so like with you guys, oh shoot, I closed the wrong tab. so like with you guys, there's somebody talking if I'm not talking, but like if I'm watching this show and I'm quiet because I'm watching the show, like there's nobody to fill the space. So like I just sort of talk and like make sounds and weird comments that I like to fill what feels like
that's how I would
sin.
feel that I would be doing, like, because my watching face or like I don't really comment. I'm just sitting here going,
I'd rather just watch it. But like I did comment because I knew that I needed to not have it because it would just be boring to watch somebody sit there the whole time.
like
You know?
I forget that there's like, is there like a little square that reminds you that you're on camera?
Yeah, you can see yourself on camera.
Okay. Well, maybe.
It's up in the corner. It's weird.
Maybe.
It was like, it was fun. It was fun to talk to people, and like I definitely couldn't do it with a show in Japanese with subtitles because like I can't read the chat and read the subtitles and still know what's going on
at the same time.
So like watching Ruby was a really good one because I could talk to the people and like still know what was going on because they're speaking English. And so I guess I just have to watch English shows, but like
okay. So back.
Sorry, got distracted. Never.
The new format is we're gonna stay Fairy Tale Podcast. Like we're keeping the name. Because we don't want to do the domain name change. And I'm overhauling the website, but I don't want to overhaul the website to get rid of anything that says Fairy Tale. Because that basically means I just have to shut the site down.
Right? It would be easier to start from scratch.
Well, no, not really.
Almost.
Because right now, all I need to do is just make tabs.
No, that's fair.
And tabs and pages.
I just meant if you were...
That's all I need. So we're keeping the name Fairy Tale Podcast, even though we're not going to be talking about fairy tale all the time. Like obviously if something fairy tale related comes up, we're going to be like, hold it, fairy tale.
Hold the phone.
So the new format is kind of going to be like for 1 month, we will talk about one specific anime. Every Monday, a segment like I do swag. So every Monday would be swag. Mira does con updates. So every Tuesday,
Lila, that was
con updates.
there goes the dog. Sorry.
Puppers. Wednesday could be Fanart with Lisana.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, so at the end of it, because we have the segment, what's doing Animoo, and then we have the anime reviews. Those segments, we don't really know what we're doing with. They could just, whoever is available on Saturday to record something, bam, we record what we've seen so far in that anime, because we have the whole month to watch it. There's still some ironing out. Another thing that we're going to do is we're probably dropping our names like Carla, Mira, Lisana. At this point, we all know that Lisana is Aurelia and that Mira is Caitlin and that I'm Raven and Natsu is Richie and Jalal is named Walker.
It's definitely just habit that we keep the names.
I figured it out. Sorry, the dog ran out. It's because I hit my elbow on the wall and she must have thought it was the door.
Someone's here to see me.
That we're not going to be like, hi, hey, Carla, hey, Natsu.
Should I start that now?
What?
I'll start that now.
Start
you guys by...
Well, we don't know what anime we're going to cover. Like, my vote is the anime that we cover is done. Like, we have all episodes, at least for that season.
What? Oop, oh, shoot. I clicked the wrong part of the thing. I mean, we could start dropping names now, I guess. Which sounds different than I mean it.
Well, yeah. Well,
name drop! Just kidding.
Wait, what did you say?
She said she could start just calling us by our real names now instead of waiting until Fairy Tale ends.
Oh, I thought
And
she
I
was talking
name
about
No, I
drop.
was not talking about other animes we're gonna watch.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Okay, names. Hell, I don't know. Even in like normal conversations when we get together, we still call each other by our podcast name.
I try really hard not to, but I get stuck sometimes.
I do too. Like, it is a very strange feeling to like refer to you guys by your real names. Like,
right? So much of the time we interact with each other is calling each other not our real names.
right? So obviously things are changing on all fronts. So we're gonna have pre-recorded stuff. Then there's gonna be like daily live recorded stuff from whoever is watching what anime on what platform, or I don't know. The whole riff and verb thing is new to me, and I hardly have time to eat, let alone watch anime in front of a camera. So I'm just like,
yeah.
So I just don't get why anybody would want to stare at somebody's face watching.
Well, so I think that
we do it when somebody's playing a video game. Like,
so I think that what happens is like, so you watch it and you play the episode, and then there's a little square from the like viewer side. There's a square down in the like corner, and I think that you can watch along, and things get talked over.
I don't get it.
But like, I think you can watch along with them, and you can hear their reactions while you're watching.
I extremely don't.
Yeah, because like when it's I'm sorry. Yep, that was my dad. I'm sorry.
Hi, Dad.
He just got home. He can't hear you. Headphones. I was
I
saying,
know,
except with video games, when they have the camera, it's your face is the small little thing up in the corner, and the video game's most of the screen.
The other way around. Yeah, no, it makes more sense that way. But
oh, like you're the main screen?
You're the main screen.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
It's a little strange.
So that's how they get away with it being legit.
Yep. People get to just stare at your face for half an hour instead of whatever you're watching.
Or you can watch the little thing if you have enough patience and discipline to not look at the larger screen.
No.
Yeah, I feel it. Just nah, dude.
It's like I said, it's really strange, but like if you have people watching with you and like people to talk to, it's okay. It's still weird because I feel like there should be somebody talking to me instead of me just talking at people, but it's
okay. I thought maybe I could get this is gonna take longer for me to get used to than I thought.
I mean, it took me about a little bit. It only took me like an episode. I kept putting my hands in front of my face though, and I was like, I should probably not do that. Nobody can hear me talking. I mean, what?
Well, the bad thing is like part of why I like took my camera off of video games when like for the little bit of time that I uploaded videos of myself playing League, is when I concentrate, I go.
I make really dumb faces.
No, this is my face. This is what I do.
Sometimes.
And I'm just like playing the game. I forget that the mic is live. I forget that there's a camera and that I'm supposed to be making comments. And like the only time I comment is when like because I usually end up healing a lot. And I'm like chasing after the person I'm trying to heal, and they're dying, and they know they're dying, and it's like, come, stop running away from the healer, come here, and I'm like, come here, you little shit, I'm trying to heal you. Like,
yoo-hoo.
I tend to only record video game stuff when something really stupid happens. Like I've got like 2 on my like channel right now, but I've got another one that's like. This glitch happens every time I do this dungeon. It's like this giant serpent, but he like strikes forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, only his face does it. And the polygons stretch, so his face goes forward, but his body doesn't.
Oh,
And I
is
managed
so
to record
weird.
it. I need to put that up somewhere because it's the funniest thing.
That's funny.
They might have fixed it in a newer patch, but who knows? I haven't done that dungeon in a while. It's like the most obnoxious one of all of them.
All right, so for now,
stars.
that's like all the fairy tale podcast news that I have. To be honest, and so is it like what's going on in the chats?
We had nobody saying anything right now.
Guys,
Aaron was asking if I had finished Ruby because he wanted to get my opinion on something. It's in volume 3, the thing he wanted to ask, but I apparently hadn't.
Okay.
Well,
I can try to answer volume.
We just wanted an opinion. Yeah. So.
Oh, what in volume 3 is he wanting an opinion on?
I don't know yet. He didn't ask because I hadn't seen it.
Oh, well, Aaron, ask your question. I have seen it.
He said, I heard you was going to ask your opinion on something. I said, well, I probably can't give it because I've only done one. He said he was watching something else at the moment, so it may take a second. But
all right, so I think that's all that I can really say about what's going on. I'm still watching Masamune-kun No Revenge, which you think I had 4 days off. I would have probably finished it, but in those 4 days,
to be fair, your face was in pain.
I had oral surgery on Thursday, and Wednesday was the prepping, and Thursday was the 5.5 hours worth of torture.
Yeah, teeth stuff is fun.
And then Thursday, once I got home, it was like 2:45. I woke up when my mom walked in the door around 8, 9 o'clock. And I was awake long enough to go, oh. Sorry. I didn't feed the cat. And my mom just looked at me and goes, I didn't expect you to. And I'm like, okay, my face hurts. And she's like, yeah? And I'm like, can I go back to sleep now? And she's like, yes. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've told you all my zombie story from when I got my, wisdom teeth removed. A billion times.
Then Friday, I was... Friday, I was a little more aware. But I had trouble eating. And so, most of Friday was me, finger picking food and trying to, get it in my mouth so that I can eat it. Because,
I will be right back, by the way.
Okay. Because, forks and spoons did not go
They're hard.
Well. Yes, because I didn't know where my teeth were. Because I still couldn't feel anything. And then,
blocks are weird.
Huh?
Blocks, nerve blocks, are super weird.
Yeah. Well, I will probably never be able to feel where anything is. It's just going to be something that I have to get used to. Because I feel pressure. I don't feel anything until I touch it. So, I was trying to... I don't
really feel anything with my...
But you are aware.
Teeth.
You are aware that where they are. When you go to drink a cup, you know where your teeth are, right? I do not.
That's weird.
I don't have any awareness in the front of my mouth right now.
That's very weird.
So, when I go to drink out of a cup, it scares the shit out of me if my teeth hit the cup because I think my mouth is open far enough for it to not. Which is something I'm gonna have to get used to.
I'm sure that you'll develop a sense of everything.
Yeah, eventually. I think it'll all come back eventually because I had a surgery done on the front of my mouth before, and it took a few months before the feeling of.
I don't know if it's like a feeling. I think you'll just learn. You like retrain your brain. I don't know if you'll like relearn to feel, but you'll retrain your brain to learn.
Yeah, because I had root canals done.
Yeah.
So I will never feel.
Yeah.
But it's more like a sense of awareness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your brain will learn.
Yeah, like when you walk around in the dark, you are aware of where your stuff is, and like, but when something moves, you're not aware that it's there, and then you stumble and you hit shit.
Yeah.
So I just have to learn my mouth again.
Yep.
And then Saturday, couple of my friends that I've met through conventions and podcasting actually live in California, and oddly enough, we all had Saturday off.
Nice.
And there was a little convention going on, and we're like, let's go to the convention, which we absolutely didn't even go to. we got to the area, we're like, hey, room party, let's go. And then we're like, hey, karaoke, let's go. And that's how Saturday went. And then I worked last night, so I know I'm bad. I'm trying. You guys should yell at me. Actually, somebody every day post on Fairy Tale Podcast Facebook and be like, Carla, or Raven, because that's my name. And yes, that is my legit name. Did you work on the website?
Who's asking if you worked on the website?
No, I'm telling them to post, to ask me.
Oh, Raven, work on the website. Got it. This is a thing that I think Lisanna needs to see.
Okay, so did Aaron ask his question? Because I was
he's not back yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
he disappeared and left us alone.
Aaron.
You know, right? Rude. There's 3 people watching now, so somebody's
Yay!
gotta be saying something.
Okay.
Probably.
So we are going to move on to swag because I've babbled enough. I don't think I'm going to do Guess Who With Carla just because I don't know how that's going to fit into the new format. Like every week a hint could be given, and then at the end of the month, but we'd have to create Google Forms so people could submit their answers or something
that kind of has spoilers. It's fine. Sometimes I seek them out on my own anyway, so that doesn't give you right to spoil things for me unless I ask.
Well, I guess you are kind of asking so that
I am kind of asking. I'm fine. It's about Yang, apparently. It's like I'm totally fine with it.
Aaron's asking this question.
There is somebody who will just tell me spoilers without asking, and it makes me so mad because I'm like, yes, I know I said I don't care about spoilers, but ask me first because maybe I care about this one. You don't know.
So have I done that?
No. It's one of our people in the comments.
Oh, okay.
No. So yeah, don't this is fine. I'm curious and I want to know. And I can form an opinion when I watch it, knowing that it will happen. Sometimes it makes it easier to I don't know, form a better opinion. Because then you can you're not surprised and well, that was blindsiding. Great.
Okay, so I'm gonna do swag and then Aaron, we will get to your question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and ask it because Mira is totally cool with it.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna do screen share. Bam, bam. Now I gotta figure out which tab I want. This one.
Ooh. See, but I don't know how that happened.
Why
so
is 270? What? No.
We shared a link 284.
There we go.
So this one, it's so the way I think of spoilers, it's I know something that happens, but I don't know how it got there. I don't know how this happened. He said he was gonna ask what I thought about her losing her arm and if they were just going to give her a new one later, because apparently he thought there was no point to her losing her arm.
I will answer that in a second.
Think about it. Mull it over.
There's Fairy Tail Masters Edition Volume 4. It is available from rightstuffanime.com. It is $29.99 and the release date is June 27th. Then there's Fairy Tail Manga Volume 61, which is also available from rightstuffanime.com. They have not updated the cover art. Cover not final. Hello. It
Never.
is $8.21 and the release date is July 11th. Then there's Fairy Tail Anime Collection 9, which is available from Funimation.com. This one is also not a final cover art. Even though most of the time when they post not final cover art, they eventually take the not final cover art watermark off, and it is the final cover art. So, anyway, Collection 9 is $41.24, and the release date has been moved up to August 15th.
Sweet.
Then there's Fairy Tail Masters Edition Volume 5. Again, not the cover art, and this is image not final because this is the cover art for Volume 4, guys. So this is legit going to update at some point. But it is available from rightstuffanime.com. It is $29.99 and the release date is September 26th. Then there's the Urza Cat Griffier figure. Now, if you guys remember, there was a white and a black version of this outfit. The black version, I think they actually went ahead and released because it did sell out on pre-order. I do not know, though. I know that you can still look at the black version on Crunchyroll, but there is no release date information, and you can't order it, as far as I can tell. But the white version is still available from Crunchyroll.com. It is $151.99 if you don't have a premium membership on Crunchyroll. Now, if you do have a premium membership, they have updated the price. It was $145.99 and it is now $136.79. And the release date is still set for September of this year. You're probably looking at more of the end of September. So don't hold your breath when September 1st comes around. Then there's Fairy Tail. Yeah. There's Fairy Tail Manga Volume 62. This is not the final cover art. Big red alert. Big black letters. I feel like it should be red, though. It is available from rightstuffanime.com. It is $8.24, and the release date is September 26th. Then there's Lucy and Blue Wall Scroll. Now, this is the part of swag that I like to call Wall Scroll section or E-Night Media section, because this is all of Wall Scroll and it's all from E-Night Media. So, I'm not going to say E-Night Media a billion times, because this is everything from here on out is E-Night Media. So there's the Lucy and Blue Wall Scroll. It is $16.99. Then there's the Urza with the sword wall scroll, and no, I did not make that name up.
Urza with sword. These names are super descriptive, if nothing else.
Yes, that is what Great Eastern, which is now Great Eastern Entertainment instead of Great Eastern Animation, which is what I thought it was, or I just have been calling it wrong the entire time. Which is a possibility, because once I get something in my head, it's hard for me to get it out. So, anyway, GE, name this Urza with sword wall scroll.
Good.
Not me. It is also $16.99. I should probably have said everything is also $16.99. Then there's the Fairy Tail Urza wall scroll, which is $16.99. Then there's Lucy, Natsu, and Happy Wall Scroll, which is $16.99, and that is it for swag. Swag was short because I did not have as much time to update things, because I thought maybe I was working tonight, and I usually wake up at 4. like I said, I've been everywhere. Surgery and mess and...
Good night. I'm just gonna right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
So, what is Erin's question again?
What you thought about Yang losing her arm, and if they were going to give her a new one later. He thought there was really no point to it.
Okay, by new arm, okay, so
They probably mean a prosthetic.
This is spoiler, Mira. So if you want to like take your headphones off and then, okay, they give her a prosthetic, like
Oh, so I was...
she basically, you know how General, the military dude, I can't.
Mira, if you want like a thing, it's like when we were like, oh no, Drall's arm is gone, and then like literally at the end of the episode they show him with the awesome prosthetic.
Yeah.
But he still has like
because there was really no reason.
Ironwood.
So Erin says because there was no reason just to give her a new arm for a new one, just to be given one later, unless they wanted to show that the fight had a serious loss for the dramatic effect.
So that entire thing is all about the loss. In my opinion, it is all about how much Team Ruby and I think it's Team Juniper lose.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they get fucked up.
Like they're like it's a very traumatic experience. So they do give her a prosthetic, kind of like General Ironwood, who I think it's his left side. So as to the significance of the arm being replaced, I am lost. To be honest, I don't see what, apart from the traumatic experience of losing one's arm and how Yang's character is doing like character building to get over the loss, I do not know. If we get a Volume 5, I don't think anybody has said anything about Volume 5 yet. We'll probably figure out a little bit more about that because, you know, Blake basically lost her reason for becoming a huntress.
Oh, sad. I like Blake.
Ruby, I'm not sure what Ruby lost. Ruby more or less gained determination. Yang was really self-confident. Now she's not.
It happens.
And Weiss becomes independent.
She's already...
No, she's dependent on her family name. She becomes independent from the family name.
Oh, that's cool. And she's really irritating, so maybe that'll make her less irritating.
She does get less irritating. But that's my side of it. I'm sure if you asked Natsu about it, he would probably have more to say than I do.
Yarp.
Probably.
So con updates.
Woo! We can do that.
And now we need to do
knives.
Lisana, do you want us to do some weird rendition of Reedus?
Nah. No, not this week. Sorry.
You have I did send a Facebook picture that I think you need to see though, Lisana.
I saw it.
Both of you, did you? I thought it was funny.
I went to click on it, but it went away. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, you're welcome. But then I also just found a shiny knife.
Holy shit! That's a beautiful pocket knife.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's crap because it's $15.
She's beauty. Yeah. She's great. She'll probably eat your face. Oh my god!
It's the dinosaurs, and Lisana has what looks like a dinosaur butt. I know it's a dragon, but
oh no, it's not even that. It's a fucking basilisk.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, well, I mean, you liked reptiles, so I assumed you liked dinosaurs.
Oh, I love dinosaurs. That's why I love reptiles, because I used to be the dinosaur kid.
I'm obsessed
I thought you were going to say because reptiles used to be dinosaurs, and I was like, well...
Some did.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with dragons. Like, everything I have is dragon. Like my fucking motherboard.
Purple.
Yeah, my motherboard on my computer that nobody sees. Like if you turn it sideways,
It has a dragon on its logo. For a logo.
Well, yeah, it does have a dragon for a logo, but my heat sinks on the actual motherboard. If you turn the motherboard sideways, they are shaped like a dragon.
Cool. That's cool.
How obsessed with dragons I am.
It's because they're cool. So, this week in con updates, we have not that many more. We're going up through the first week of. Oh, maybe I'm behind a week, and I could have done more than I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's just with the. They're different weekends, but they're not. I don't know. That's confusing. No, maybe they're the same weekend and I'm just an idiot. Well, that's okay. They're the same weekend and I'm just bad at this. So we'll talk about that one. Anyway. Okay. So this weekend we have Anime Mid-Atlantic. It's the 16th through the 18th at Norfolk Waterside Marriott in Norfolk, Virginia. Vic Mignogna and Aaron Roberts will be there. So you'll have Margir and Samuel. We also have Jaffax, maybe? Jafax? Jafax? I don't know. Too many open for interpretation names. It's also the 16th through the 18th. It's at the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel and DeVos Place in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I'm so glad I don't have to talk about that again next week because it hurts my heart and my soul every time. Anyway, J. Michael Tatum, I'm sure the con is lovely, but they should pick a different place so I don't have to say that name. J. Michael Tatum, who is Simon, and Kyle Hebert, who's Vice Logia, will both be there. And then we have Supernova Pop Culture Expo, the Sydney edition. The week after that is the Perth edition. There's 2 of them. It's like there's like 6 different. I assume they have one in each of the territories in Australia, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, that one's also the 16th through the 18th. It's at the Sydney Showground in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. Johnny Young Bosch will be there. He's Aegis and Bando. And so I'm a nerd, obviously. And I have dictionary.com on my phone. And there's a word of the day every day. And yesterday's word was Aegis, and I don't remember what it means.
Aegis is a cool word.
But Aegis is a word, not just a name. Like, it has a meaning. It was pretty epic, actually. Something like protector. And I thought it was fairly fitting, if I remember who he is correctly. Or if I'm remembering the definition correctly. Protection and support. So he was the anime-only dude that was part of the 5, the, like, hunter people that were trying to kill him by melting them in lava and killing them with poison flowers and stuff in the Grand Magic games and the Dragon War part. And he was protecting the kingdom, or so he thought. So I thought that was pretty fitting. Once I was like, oh, look at that cool thing that happened. But also, this is mostly for Lisana and I's benefit. Stephen Ewan, who is Steve from Troll Hunters, will also be there. Steve is Steve.
He's also he's not Lance. No, he's also one of the main characters in Voltron.
Oh, nice.
He's the one with the mullet, but not Hunk.
Huh.
Well, no, because Hunk has a little bit of a mullet going on. Let's pick.
But the last one we have is this weekend. It's only a 1-day con. It's called FloodCon or potentially OzCon. I don't know because I click on the link. It says FloodCon, and when I click it, the website says OzCon. So meh. I mean, OzCon makes sense considering it's in Missouri, which is close to Kansas, which is, we're not in Kansas anymore. Oz, right? I don't know. Anyway, it's at the Missouri State Student Recreation Center in West Plains, Missouri. Chris Rager, who is Arya, and Gutman Kubrick will be there. Next weekend, we have PortCon Maine, which is the 22nd through the 25th at the Doubletree by Hilton Hotel, Portland in Maine. shoot, that's not what it is. It's the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel, Portland, Maine, in South Portland, Maine. John Swayze will be there. He's Hades / Precht. And then we also have a few this weekend. Next weekend, I mean. We have the Anime Festival Wichita, which is also this is different dates. June 23rd through the 25th at the Hyatt Regency Wichita in Wichita, Kansas. And Jessica Calvella will be there. She is Eclair from the first movie. We also have Hamacon, which is the 23rd through the 25th at the Van Braun Center in Huntsville, Alabama. Alexis Tipton, Micah Salasad, Ayu Sakata / Afia Yu, and Aaron Dismuke will be there. They're all 4 voice actors at Hamacon, are all in Fairy Tail, which is not terribly surprising because there's a ton of characters in Fairy Tail. But still, you'll have Miliana, Midnight, Lucky, and Hibiki there. And I don't know. We talked about this last week. I don't know if it's Ayu Sakata or Afia Yu. It's like which one she prefers. So I apologize if you ever hear this. I'm just using both. I don't know which one it is. And then we have SodakCon, which is also the 23rd through the 25th at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center in Rapid City, South Dakota. Leah Clark will be there. She's Mavis. And then the Perth edition of the Supernova Pop Culture Expo is this weekend. Is 23rd through the 25th as well. It's at the Perth Convention Center and Exhibition Center. Too many centers. It's at the Perth Convention and Exhibition Center in Perth, Western Australia. And you guessed it, Australia. But just Johnny Young Bosch this time. So Aegis and his protection and support, but no Steve. Unfortunately. And then we have Oda Fest, which is, so we're not in this weekend anymore. We're 2 weeks from now. Got really confused because this week is June. These 2 cons are June 30th through the July 2nd, but then Anime Expo is July 1st through the 4th. So I was like, they're different weekends, but it's just me being an idiot. So they're the same weekend, so I don't have enough cons. But, sort of. Anyway, we have Oda Fest, which is the June 30th through July 2nd. It's at the Calgary TELUS Convention Center in Calgary, Alberta. Jerry Jewell, who is Leon, I got so far ahead of myself. Jerry Jewell, who is Leon, will be there. We also have SasamCon, which is the same day as the 30th through the 2nd. It's at the KCI Expo Center in Kansas City, Missouri. And Aaron Dismuke, who is Hibiki, will be there. And our Lucy is doing a Love Live thing. She said she's a guest. And from what it sounds like, she's doing something really cool, it sounds like. I feel like there's dancing involved. I don't know. I don't want to spoil it. So, if you're going to go support Lucy and also see Aaron Dismuke. We have Anime Expo, which, as I previously said, is in fact the same weekend, but doesn't sound like it because it starts a day later and ends 2 days after because it's July 1st through the 4th. But it's at the Los Angeles Convention Center in Los Angeles, and I almost want to say Canada, just because one time I was talking about California when it was Canada. So I feel like I should say Canada just to round things out and make it less, more confusing than it needs to be.
We actually know geography.
Oh, nah. Who needs to know geography? Anyways, it's at the LA Convention Center in LA. It's Chris Sabat. So he's awesome. I'm sure because Anime Expo is a pretty large con, we'll get more as time goes on. But he was the only one I found so far. And then we have one that it's not on my list because my list, even though I have it set to all, my list is not infallible. But Jalal's going to be there. It's called RTX. It's the Rooster Teeth convention. I'm sure that some of the voice actors have crossover, that there will be somebody there. If not, the people at Rooster Teeth are pretty neat. So RTX is July 7th through the 9th. I haven't looked up more than that. Because I'm a slacker. But Jalal will be there, and like I said, it should be a pretty cool con, from what I understand. So that's it for con updates this week. If we're not doing Reedus, or are we? You said no?
No. Sorry.
No, we're not doing Reedus, and we're not doing Guess Who with Carla, so that means
Like another reason why I don't want to do Guess Who With Carla is because I don't think we've got that email from the last winner.
Oh yeah, shoot, we forgot to ask Lucy.
So I know in previous like situations like this we forgot about the winner, or we forgot that we were supposed to be looking for the winner, and then they emailed us, and then we were like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna message Lucy right now.
Yeah.
I forgot something on this beautiful beast. He has a big neck flap like an iguana. It would be a tragedy if I forgot that, because it's a big neck flap.
Okay, so if you guys have any questions for us, ask them now or forever hold your peace.
Sorry, I'm typing.
You're typing. I'm typing. Everybody's typing.
Well, I'm not.
So it looks like Natsu, Lucy, and Jalal are going to be doing a Ruby review. I may be doing mine separately just because I have issues with recording times.
And authority. Oh, gosh. Issues with authority. I'm just kidding.
La la la.
Dot.
Yeah. Well, our audience members don't currently have any questions, so I guess that means we're done.
Look at that beautiful neck flap.
I guess we are done.
This
is like one of the shortest shows in history, yo.
Ouch. I feel like we've done some short ones.
Yeah. So, time to name this episode. I personally am going to stick with my name that I gave this episode. So, Lisana, what do you say?
The short episode.
The short episode?
Yes. My brain right now is literally just repeating the word basilisk over and over again, so that's the best you're going to get out of me.
I mean...
And also my brain's going, oh god, I decided to add fucking scales to this thing. I still have so much of this fucker to do. That's the other thing going through my head. Is, oh god, scales.
Alrighty. Mira?
I'm gonna go, I like the end of an era part. I'm gonna say end of an era, start of the short show!
Of course, end of an era, new quests ahead. Now time for the show notes. Ouch.
That was beautiful.
I'm sorry. That one was not intentional. I was going to do one intentionally earlier, but...
You are a horrible human being.
Yes, I am.
Alright, all of our social media is in the description box below. And our SoundCloud, don't forget about that. Type in Fairy Tale Podcast, and there are multiple, what do you call them? Playlists? Yeah, I think it's called playlist. With episodes and anime reviews, so you can check that out. Also, if you like what we do here and on the SoundCloud, you can help us out by donating, and you can find the donation button at the top of every post on fairytalepodcast.com, and you can insert the monetary amount of your choice into Happy's little pouch. And I feel like this is going to have to change when we start other things. Like, we're going to have to, like, find themes for, like, every anime we do. Oh, God. Please remember to support Hiro Mashima and the Fairy Tail series, and you can do this by buying all of the official merchandise, like the anime and the manga and the video games and the other cool stuff, like all the wall scrolls that I found, which seems to be like a never-ending thing. Like, that was 3 pages of wall scrolls that I went through on GE, and like I know there's at least 20 pages worth of swag. Like that's the highest number that I've seen so far. I have no idea how. Yep. Also, don't be an internet pirate, because we have all seen what Urza does pirates, and boy is it not pretty. And I'd like to thank you for joining us on this episode of Very Shortness.
Woo!
And
You do Wienerfish this time.
what?
You should do the Wienerfish thing. You always have us do it.
Why?
Because
That's
we
the
always...
joy of hosting.
Because I control the broadcast button. That's why I can make you do it.
Well, no, I was saying, like, wouldn't you want to?
So say, do you not feel left out?
Yeah, we're giving you a chance to do it. That's all.
Oh, you guys are horrible. Okay, fine.
We love you.
Yeah.
No, you do. All right.
So how do we end every episode?
Episode of the podcast, Carla.
I was joined by Lisana
Hello.
and Mira.
Goodbye.
And of course, I'm Carla, and we end every episode of the podcast with a wiener